50,000!
Alright, what's in there? I'm having a look. Oh, you wouldn't believe how deep this goes, Will.
Man, there are so many bad movies in here. Do you want to do a... Let me come out. Do you want to do another Black Sack review?
Hell yeah!
Oh, good. Right, let me just... Woo! Okay.
So
round two?
round two.
Okay, so you know the rules from last time? You pick a film, we watch it, we review it, but we don't know what's in the Black Sack. Except for me. I always know. I've been through this.
You've been in the sack.
There's jungle in there. Right. You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Who the hell is going on here? Ready? I have got
The Gate. The Gate.
The Gate.
Alright, let's watch it.
Yeah. You left me hanging.
Well, that was The Gate.
Yes. It was,
Before we get into the notes,
yeah.
what was the plot of The Gate?
Okay, so the plot of The Gate was that there was a kid and his friend, and they accidentally... Well, they open the gate to hell, but they accidentally do it by performing a series of completely specific and really, really unusual events. Aided a little bit by the sort of like demons, I must say, because when that rock cracked open, it sort of gave them the instructions to do it. So they just sat there and read it.
Yeah.
But so they actually opened.
But they cracked it open, didn't they, with the hammer?
Yeah. True. They opened the gate to hell. These two boys.
Silly boys.
These silly boys.
Hope we don't do it right now. Recording this.
So anyway, they open the gate to hell, but they're staying in the house with no parents. The parents have gone away. There are some really, really demon-y things happening. And then two of them get pulled into hell, and then the guy, instead of doing anything that the film has told him to do, like read a passage from the Bible or read that like sort of like diatribe of religious text, he grabs a rocket that was definitely a setup from the start and fires it into the big sort of like demon Lucifer sort of thing,
and blows up,
and then nothing else is tied up, and then it just ends. Yeah.
So the plot is really paper thin, but well, do you want to? Should we
read the blurb? Because
okay,
like, from what we've just said, this was the blurb.
Okay.
When two friends stumble across a mysterious crystalline rock in the backyard, they dig up the ground searching for more, but instead of precious stones, they unearth the gate. An underground chamber of terrifying demonic evil. They soon realize what evil they have unleashed as they are overcome with horrific experiences. It is up to them to discover the secret that can lock the gate forever if it's not too late.
Pretty close.
That is pretty damn spot on. Also, Stranger Things.
Yeah. Almost Goonies. That's like
I got the Goonies feel from it.
This, to me, this film, if you like Stranger Things,
you
should definitely seek this out, because I feel like this is a direct inspiration for Stranger Things, even down to, and I wrote in my notes that the kid, the heavy metal kid, I forget the actual character's name, he's wearing those like big glasses, which what the character Barb wears, I think, in Stranger Things, and also the fact that this has a predominantly kid cast, running around in there, going into like the upside down, that kind of thing. They go underground into the beast's lair and all that sort of stuff.
Actually, now you mention it, it's almost like a direct. You can almost get some direct, like sort of lines of influence in there. Like
100%, 100%. The makers of Stranger Things would probably this would have been something that they'd watched. But like you can see where every penny was spent in a way, and you get this sense throughout, even though like we said, the plot is paper thin, you get a sense that everyone's having fun while they're doing it. And it's quite disturbing.
Oh, it's really disturbing. Should we note it up? Should we
go through the disturbs.
Yeah, the disturbs. So I thought, initially this isn't going to be creepy because the house isn't that creepy, and then you sort of think, I thought this was going to be the boys trying to open the gates of hell, not just it being happenstance that happens to be in that boy's garden.
We'll get more into the convoluted way of all that in a minute.
I put a note saying it's dark but only in the lighting style, but then it really, really, really got dark, so that note was redundant.
That's why I turned the light out while we were watching it, because I was like, this is going to get way too dark.
Yeah, but I mean, like, sort of like emotionally dark as well, like, so I've written down +1 to the movie rating for me because it had a dog, right?
Right. You like dogs.
Yeah. And then, well, you can tell.
You got dogs on your mug. But you like dogs in your movies.
I like dogs in my movies. To get back to the dog, it was so dark. Like,
why is it dark? What happens to the dog?
That dog's B story. Like that.
Dog goes for a lot.
Yeah, dog goes for a lot. So the dog dies, but then it doesn't just die. Then this sort of like boy who fancies the main girl takes the dog, chucks it into the portal to hell, and then it comes back. But you see too much of that dead dog in that film.
It was the bit where the kid sees his dead mum,
and
then he's hugging her, and then he lets go and looks, and it's the dead dog.
It's the dead dog. It's all okay at the end. The dog comes back, and it's all fine. But like, so +1 for having a dog,
right?
-1 for killing the dog and showing me it so many times.
Okay.
+1 for the dog coming back.
So are you one of those fans of dogs in movies where, like, Independence Day, when the dog jumps out of the way of the explosion?
Yeah. Well, let's put it this way, Jack. Let's put it this way, Jack. Some of my favourite films are ones where dogs talk.
The dog in this, I thought was a good actor. Like the dog.
Yeah, I mean, the best actor in.
No, but some dogs and animals in films, when they're like, you can tell that someone's off screen, like waggling something to make the dog look, because their ears do a certain thing, their tail's wagging in the wrong scene.
That dog was a veteran actor. You could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So +1 for having a dog, -1 for killing the dog, +1 for having the dog come back, an extra +1 for the dog being a good actor.
Okay.
There you go. So it gets an extra +2 at the end of my review.
One of the things we have to focus on is the effects. The effects are just a showstopper for this like caliber of movie.
I feel like
really
when it was shot as well, I didn't catch it on the box, but it was a while ago, wasn't it?
I think it was the packaging was 1999. I want to say this film was like 1990 or 1987 or something. But again, I'll throw the date up on the screen.
That's pretty good. It's like the the test footage of the sort of go motion in Jurassic Park.
Are you bringing up Jurassic Park?
Yeah, I know. I knew. I was thinking to myself while I was saying it, like, oh god,
Dungeons and Dragons.
A lot of this was done with forced perspective, which is like Fellowship of the Ring.
Yeah.
With how they did Bilbo and Gandalf talking to Frodo at the table and all that sort of stuff. A lot of that was this. So there was like shots of the kid when he fell down the hole, and the creatures were near his legs. Those were actually giant legs. That if you look, you know, and they're the actors pulling giant legs. But then there's the shot where one of the most famous shots in this film, or infamous shot, should I say, is when the zombie falls over and hits the ground and bursts into loads of those little things.
Worms, yeah.
But in the background, you've got the kids on the wall.
Yeah.
So that's a mixture of a forced perspective shot of the kids on the wall that are actually further away, but like down. The way they went about doing the effects in this were just second to none. And I think this is on Blu-ray somewhere. I found it on DVD, and so the quality of this certain DVD is awful. So I don't know what it looks like on Blu-ray. I haven't watched it in good, so whether the effects are affected by it, because it might be aided by the fact that this is quite a low quality DVD.
I don't know if it's worth me watching it again. If you had it on Blu-ray, I don't think I can take that dog dying twice.
No.
Even though I know it comes back.
One thing I thought you would like about this film is that it wasn't all in their heads.
Yes.
There was a lot of, for some context, Will doesn't like movies for the most part. I think there's some exceptions. You don't like it when movies are in someone's head, like Sucker Punch is a good example. Where
Sucker Punch. Yes, that's the one I was going to bring up, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, I can't really remember the story, but it's all set in their head. So none of the action, none of what you're seeing, the monsters, all that are real. But in this film, they have a few
Spiderwick Chronicles. Is that it? No, Bridge to Terabithia,
yeah. But like in this film, there's a few moments at the beginning where you think, oh, he's just imagining this. Mm. But then, like you kept saying, I kept noticing your reaction was like when the window broke and then the girl goes into the bedroom. Yeah. Usually, it wouldn't have broken.
Yeah, usually it wouldn't have broken. But I was just like,
she walks in, and the glass all over. She's like, oh my god, like, and you're like, I heard you say like, oh, it did happen.
Yeah. No, yeah, I literally said it out loud. Like, oh man, that was real. It's like.
And that's one of my favourite things about this is like the end shot when the camera's panning back from the house. Just how completely destroyed this house is. And you know, there's no, as you said, there's no ending with the parents coming back and being like, what the hell happened here?
Yeah.
But like...
do you know what? It's like, it's odd for a film to not go into that sort of like equilibrium stage where they get back to everything being normal. It's weird to see a film where it actually doesn't all go back to normal, so that equilibrium isn't reached, so you don't feel safe.
Well, if I had to bring up Jurassic Park again, Will...
Oh, God.
The end of Jurassic Park, they get on the helicopter... But the forced perspective... But no, like, so the stop motion's really good. I really love the bit where the phone melts into the wall. That's very, like, almost Evil Dead-ish.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, I mean, I really like this film, but there are some things that just don't work. Like, I think, as you mentioned, the plot could have been a little bit more meaty.
Could have been more robust. It could have...
More robust. Yeah. And I would I'd say, with some of the, like, subject matter that they deal with, like, the kid, like, pulling his dad's face apart and the mum's head falling off and all that sort of stuff, all the traumatic things that should be happening to these kids.
Yeah.
I think they could have actually kill one of the characters.
No one actually died.
That would mean the dog would have to die.
Well, put another -1 on there.
Okay.
No.
Do you know what I mean though? Yeah. Like, because even those two dorky girls, like who hide in the cupboard, they just disappear. You're like, those two should have been the sacrifice.
Yeah, I'm really surprised that
because as soon as they
no
get
one
back,
died. That's almost bridging on the realms of like Bridge to Terabithia, where it just actually doesn't really happen, but. Because of the glass breaking in the window
and the house completely trashed. It does happen. It's just that things get like people's lives get restored. Yeah, this is one of those movies that I think almost deserves a remake.
Yeah, I reckon there's someone out there who could do this justice now.
Yeah, and make it. Don't make it like Stranger Things.
Yeah, it would have to be maybe a bit more simple. And like,
I'd say set it in modern times.
Yeah, modern times. Yeah.
Yeah, don't like try and make it a nostalgic thing, because this one was made in the time period that it was made in. Yeah. So do it now, kind of like the new Jumanji.
Yeah.
You take that premise and then you update it to the modern audience, for the modern audience. Yeah.
Yeah.
And utilize like sort of, I don't know, modern day technology. Like how would the kids face this problem, granted, if they had access to the internet or the social media and all that sort of stuff.
They have a wealth of information. Not just one record that somebody has given this kid and it's actually got the instructions on how to open hell.
I thought it was too convenient.
Yeah.
For him to have the only record that this band ever produced, and he was happened to listen to it at that time. They could have been, if they were to remake this, that would definitely need a tweak. But I don't know. I don't know what else to
maybe
say.
it already has been remade in Stranger Things. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that was the remake.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, but I don't know. I think if I'm honest, if I'm brutally honest, I think I prefer this
to Stranger Things.
One, it's shorter.
Yeah.
You have to sit through like all the hours of the TV
Something
show.
you should know about Jack is he doesn't really like series.
The TV series. I find there's some TV series I can really get into, but if they're not finished, then that's what puts me off. You know, like I've been watching Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra.
Yeah, and
they're finished. Yeah, Star Trek is another good example.
Yeah. Something I did want to mention about the film is how everything in the first 30 minutes of the film seemed as though it was a set-up to something that would save the day at the end. They had a shotgun,
which was used.
Of a shotgun.
Actually, let's catalogue this, right? Yeah. Let's catalogue this.
So it was the kid was catching moths in a jar. So there's moths in a jar. I don't know how that. Moths in a jar. His sister said, like, really definitely emphasises that she's 15 and not 16. Because she said at the start, I'm 16 in a few months. Yeah. Like, so I thought, is that going to be some sort of like...
I think that was more to the point that her parents... She was trying to win her parents. So I don't know if that was meant to be like a big...
Yeah, but it's like...
She specifically... That was just like to give us a frame of reference for her relationship to the parents, right?
But she didn't need to mention her age. Like, that was just very specific. She could have said, I'm old enough now. I'm not a kid anymore. And I just thought, that's really specific. Is that going to save the day somehow? Okay. And then one of the bug zapper lights outside fell down and it was sparking energy everywhere, and I thought, well, is that the...
He even unplugs it.
Yeah, he even unplugs it. Is that the saviour? There's a shotgun. Is that the saviour? What else was it?
They did use the shotgun.
They did use the shotgun, but it didn't save anyone.
No, he shot the zombie in the head and it did nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, she did.
I can't remember what else. There was lots of stuff. Like the rocket. He throws one of the rockets.
Well, there's like 3 rockets in this film.
So no, instantly when you get into the film, when it's actually his dream, which I didn't mind that part.
Yeah, it's the opening of the film.
It's the opening of the film. You see that there's a rocket, and he mentions the rocket by name, and that's the first thing that I thought, that's going to save the day. And that was the thing that saved the day, obviously. This was the first thing that he saw.
Pretty much. Yeah. So, how many strange things out of 5 would you give this?
Well, I was out of 5. Well, I was going to give it Dead Dogs. But
okay, how many dead dogs would you give this out of 5?
Out of 5, I'd give it like I had to add 1 for the dog. Take it away, add 1 again.
Oh, you're actually doing it like that.
Yeah, and the dog was a good actor. So
do you give it out of 10 rather than 5?
Yeah, out of 10 helps me a lot.
Okay.
So that's an extra 2 for the live dog. I was going to give it a 5, just an average film. Yeah. Right. So it's a 7 now.
Wow.
With the 2 dead dogs.
But
live dogs.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I enjoyed myself pretty much.
Yeah. I'd give it a solid 10 dead dogs out of 10.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Mainly because it's give credit where credit's due. Yeah. These weren't like massive. They didn't have a huge budget. But they had to work with what they had, and what they created was damn good. But yeah, it's I don't know. I think this is, it's got a good, I don't know, equal cast. Like people, there's like obviously there's the main kid, but like they all do things. His big sister could have been a really annoying character, but she ended up being probably my favourite character in the film. There's that great bit where she's like has to go outside to check if everything's okay. Yeah. And one of the friends like goes, "Yeah, it's a good idea. You go." And she just like shoots her a look like Jesus Christ. And even though she like 5 seconds ago she didn't know all this was happening. Yeah. And then she's instantly thrown in. And then she listens to her brother and just does it. Does the job at hand. So
I liked it. I liked it with her character where she was trying to sort of get in with the popular people at first, and then she actually realises she's got more substance than that.
There's like, as soon as she's like, the parents say like, "Oh, we're now going, don't have a party," and she's like, "I won't," and then the camera cuts and they're having a party. She's walking around the house cleaning up. Yeah. and you can see on her face that she really regrets.
She hadn't have done it. Yeah.
Yeah, which is nice to be like, oh, okay, she's not like. They could have very easily done the go-to thing of the little brother going, ow, what are you doing? The house is getting trashed. Mom and Dad are going to be so angry.
And she's going.
Yeah, they could have done that. Yeah, but they didn't. But yeah, that was the gate. So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
So that was our first 10 out of 10 review.
Yeah, I think it's probably all going to be downhill from now on.
Is that where we're holding the bar at the gate? We're holding the bar at the gate.
We're holding the bar at the gate.
Yeah.
So yeah. So more Black Sack reviews in the future then I guess.
More Black Sack reviews.
Oh my god.